a ke tlhaloganye gore le nna gore ntho e le etsang gore lo e fetsa jwang neng le teng e hobaneng mara tswelang pele. You've been given deviances. Nina nonke eniyenziwe ukuthi ni-experiment with sexual deviances ezingenzi sense na nela before you did what you did you couldn't see why tshwantse wetwe ntwena mara you imagined ukuthi ngoba uzothola i-business deal as a result of doing this year nonsense ne yeah utloyetsa anyway. Next thing you ended up with perversions. When I was in high school, there are these two friends of mine that were on a bet after truth and dare. They were told, I dare you to go and kiss this girl. They went into the girl's bathroom and they kissed. And it was just freaky for me to look at. And I remember thinking in myself when I was looking at these two friends of mine kissing, I would never allow myself to do that. Why? Because in myself I understood that once you go in there, you might not go back. You might actually like it. You know, like Pinaele, yeah, Katy Perry, yeah, you might actually like it. That was God. That was obviously God. That was obviously Mudim. I had to switch on a fan because something is happening, the noise of which I don't like hearing. So, if at all you can hear a fan, I'll switch it off soon enough once that activity is finished. Yeah, these two girls that were out there making out with each other, I was like, okay, they've been dared to do this. And I find them brave. I did not frown on that activity back then because I was not born again. I was lost. I was in the world. Now I frown on it. They did not, however, eventually develop a deviancy in themselves. So they stayed straight. They went on to marry men, whatnot, later on in their lives. And they never ever had lesbian relationships anywhere in the future, or at least as at the date that I last knew them, that I last saw them. One thing that I certainly was thinking in my mind when I was watching this was, I would never let myself take this as a dare because I don't want to kiss a girl once and then just keep doing it in clubs and then just keep doing it in experimentation. Heterosexual. And imagine in the female community, especially when I was on the come up, this year lifestyle was not as embraced as it now today is. So it was kind of taboo, especially for Amadota. But when two girls were kissing, when two girls were making out, it was actually looked at as sexy. It was regarded as racy, sexy, and fun and exciting. So more so because of the fact that it was not as frowned on as with men. Did I not want it? Because I was like, I don't want to be influenced to be into that. I just don't want to be. I knew that I didn't want to be that thing. If I could think that way before getting born again, how much worse off are you in trying to convince me today, now that I'm saved? How much worse off?